Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting, Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sap. I camp out with Lion's Den, Hawan Ben Joshua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first I have to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akims, and to the women and children. Ka'al Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha-Rokah Kodash Mahamah, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Ha'awam. Salutations to the Archangels on the four corners of the earth, and to the women and children. Shalom. Okay, well, gotta keep an eye what's going on with the insurance industry, right? And there was this deal that popped up on my phone. The Holy Spirit moved me to make a lesson because I said, wow, that's interesting that more and more truth is coming out of what's going on. You know, if it's not the health field, it's the house, it's the car, you know, everything. You know, thanks to Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shah, who gave the internet to the whole world, that so much is, you know, is coming out. And rest assured that's going to bring the second shutdown. The title of this lesson is called He That Is Greedy. Let's play a little bit of it here. It says here, what U.S. insurance companies aren't telling you. Wow. Here we go.
Level character in the company was bragging about, regardless of whether America stays a democracy or not, the insurance companies, specifically theirs, had a plan to continue to extract money from people. They're like a parasite that spreads, a zombie that can't quit eating. The top brass was making absolute moolah. They would want for nothing. Their great-grandchildren would want for nothing, even if they quit tomorrow. And the eye was on always expanding the company. There's no such thing as having enough. Even in a drastic scenario where for some reason our country just completely crumples in on itself, they're still going to be going after you. I worked for one of America's largest subrogation law firms. When your insurance covers a cost for you, they can make somebody else responsible for repaying that amount. This is where insurance subrogation comes in. My job was to call people and harass them for money. We would hound you at best and harass you at worst. Many times I sat at my desk thinking, I am literally just a debt collector. Collectors were treating the people that they were calling as something to extract from, not seeing them as other humans. I saw a lot of abuse, verbal abuse, of course, not having any kind of empathy for anybody's lifestyles or situations. We had a system of notes that would show what was discussed with the claimant previously. So there was this lady that had a lot of notes in it, like, she's lying, she keeps giving a sob story. I spoke with this lady and was giving her the general spiel. And she cut me off and she said, I don't know why you guys keep calling me. I'm telling you, I'm on hospice, I'm dying. Like, I am in my sister's living room, in a medical bed, I am dying. Her sister got on and just, you know, screaming, like, just please leave her alone. I didn't know what to do with myself because what do you say to somebody like that? It was probably one of the lowest points of my life. I would see frequently people were bringing in like $30,000 a week. There's hundreds of people working for this company. There was a lady that worked there for 16 years. She was one of those top 5, and just thousands, tens of thousands of dollars were being brought in just by this one woman. We are incentivized to take the most amount of money from these people as possible without letting them know. We had full reign on adjusting what they would actually have to pay if they settled. We're paid on commission through a fee structure. So if they are making good faith payments, say $250 every 2 weeks or $250 a month, we would get 15 to 20% of that as a fee. If we were to settle a lower amount for them, we would get less in fees, and fees are what our commission is based on. The system was set up that if we showed any kind of humanity to these people, we were screwing ourselves over, and I can't tell you how many times I got in trouble for just trying to be a decent person.
Sucker. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that more and more scam, greediness, right? Deceitfulness is going to keep coming out from all kinds of insurance from the way it looks like, okay? I want to go to Psalm chapter 10 verse 2. The wicked in his pride do prosecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. You know, so now that more information is coming out and people around the world waking up to the deceitfulness and scam, remember these people, you know, are well educated. They get together and plan, right? The Edomites, how to keep on stealing in a professional way, right? Suit and tie. Then we go to verse 3. For the wicked boast of his heart, his mind, desires and bless the covetousness whom Yahweh abhors. So, you know, they reward each other if you do wickedness, right? They keep telling you, keep doing, you're doing a great job. Don't let your feelings and your emotions, you know, be involved. Which in business, of course, you don't want to be using that. You want to be using the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. But, you know, these wickedness don't care nothing about, you know, Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because they're standing in stolen land anyway, so, you know, they're going to keep plundering as much as they can. Verse 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh's power. After Yahweh, Slakia. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. Yeah, they don't think about what they're doing. Oh, God's going to punish me. God is watching. You know, I fear God. None of that, right? But anyway, their God is Jesus, right? The blue eyes, long blonde hair, right? That likes wearing high heels, right? Where his real name is Caesar Borgia, son of a pope, right? So the beauty thing is that everything is being recorded, everything is being watched, and payback is you know what? I want to jump to verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing, his deceit, and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Ooh, isn't that true, right? Vanity, excessive pride in or admiration of one's own appearances and achievements. You know, when there's no respect, when they say admiration, respect, and warm approval, you know, they screw one another no matter what, okay? That's how wicked they are. Then we go to 1 Timothy. Give me a minute. 1 Timothy. You know, 2025, chapter 6, verse 6. 2025 is around the corner, right? Trump is going to be supposedly be swear in. And, you know, we're already hearing about new currencies, right? They keep using the word currency, but it's really, or they use the word digital, but really is invisible money, right? Another word for fake money, right? I mean, can you imagine if you go to a store with Monopoly money from that game Monopoly? They're gonna laugh at you, but you come with the so-called government money, and right away people say, "Oh yes, 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 you can get this, you can get that," right? Now they're gonna make one which is, now they're gonna bring a new system of invisible money, which is worse than the paper, right? Because they want to have total control of everyone and everything that we buy and do. I want to go to verse 6. But godliness and contentment is great gain. So, we are going to be tested because it's Yahweh Bashin Yahushua who is doing this to show to his people, the so-called Negros, Latinos, Mexican speckled birds, that we are the apple of his eyes. We are special, right? And he's giving us really two choices, right? Repent with fear and trembling, or keep doing your wickedness, you so-called Negros, Latinos, Mexican speckled birds, and you're going to be thrown into the lake of fire. This is how it goes. It's not this thing about that we have free will. That's one big fat lie. It looks like that when you only look at it with the flesh, right? But when you look into the spiritual part in the name of Yahweh Shai, right, you realize that, wait, there are rules, there are laws, right? All you got to do is go into the woods, camp out, sit back, and just watch the animals, right? Watch nature. Look at the tree. Look at everything out there in the wilderness. You're going to see that there is a perfect law, right? And a lot of our people that are called to do the, what they call that, to go and do van life, they get caught up in the entertainment. Now, when I speak it from experience, okay? Because I've done cow ranching, and I did it in the high mountains of the Ozark of Missouri. I was the only ethnic that stuck out like a sore thumb over there. So I got to sit back and take a look at nature and the animals, and it's a beautiful scenery. You get that peacefulness, that relaxation. But yeah, you can get caught up in the entertainment, right? And living a life like that, and not realize that you could be called, and that he's showing you how the kingdom of heaven really looks, and we're only getting a glimpse living in this wicked world, which is not our kingdom, it is our hell. Verse 7, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. That is right. We get caught up with the material things of this world, which, by the way, everything that the Edomites have belongs to Yahweh Shai. And everything that belongs to Yahweh Shai, he's going to give to his brothers and sisters, the so-called Negros, Latinos, Mexican speckled birds. Because we are the true caretakers of this planet with Yahweh Shai, our King. King of Kings, Lord of Lords, our big brother, 10-foot tall afro, dark skin. Okay? So the Edomites want to keep insisting that everything that they got is theirs. Well, everything that they got is stolen. You see? And they don't want to give it back. It's okay, because it's going to be taken away from them anyway. Verse 8, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. As long as we have a place to put our heads under, right? And as long as we have food. And we're so used to, when I got to do cow ranching for a couple of years, I was really living off the land. So I got to experience that, as a cow rancher, and also taking care of sheep, Jacob's sheep, okay? And you have chickens as well, and what we grow. So that was a beautiful experience to see that everything that you want is given to us by Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, by planting and doing, working with your hands. right? But these Edomites want to keep insisting and keeping everybody close into the city. They want to keep everybody depending on them. They demand it, and if you don't do it, they want to, give you a hard time. And at this time and at this moment, that is coming, pretty close right now with the second shutdown. If you don't do what they say and take what they want to give you in order to keep on living, they're going to be taking people's lives away. Because the bottom line, the objective of the Edomite, the big picture, is that they have to implement the mandate, okay, of the charagma, the sea hit, the potato chip, right? They got to turn people into cyborgs because they need as much as they can get, right, with that charagma to become cyborgs for the simple reason they want you to go and fight Yahweh Shai. You see? While the Edomites that are up there in power and in wealth, they want to go high in their bunkers, thinking that will save them, right? And they strongly believe that AI is so intelligent because now that they came up with that, what they call that, the quantum, right? The quantum computer, or the quantum whatever box, that spraying little tiny nanos, God-like particles, is what they call it, can achieve and succeed, right, on recording and learning the truth of who the Father and the Son really is, not realizing, not comprehending that it was given to them by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? So with a clap of his hand or one simple word, he turns everything off. Nanochip, AI, quantum, right? But they don't, their IQ can only go so far, right? So they're not spiritual anyway. Let me go to verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and harmful lusts, which drowns men in destruction and perdition. Yeah, that's what's happening to the Edomites. They got so much wealth that they really believe that they are gods, that they're going to live forever, or that they can live forever by making all official parts, right? That's crazy, but really, that's really called Frankenstein stuff. I want to go to Mark chapter 7. Give me a minute. Mark chapter 7, verse 21. For from within, out of the heart, of the mind of men, proceed evil thoughts, adulterers, fornication, and murderers. Yeah. And this is what the Edomites cannot hide, okay? Especially when they're in that level of wealth, right? That they want more, and more. What was his name again? Carl Schwab, right? Said that you will own nothing and be happy. Well, that's gonna go right back to them. They're gonna own nothing. And whether they're happy or not, we ain't gonna care. Because when Yahweh comes back and brings a new kingdom of heaven back to earth and remove this wicked kingdom off the face of the earth, okay, they're gonna go back to 1,000 years of slavery for their wickedness, for committing treason, right? I believe they already implemented or made a new law that if you talk against the government, you consider already a terrorist. Well, actually, they are the terrorists. The law that they're making against God's people is going to go and bite them right on the butt. Verse 22, thieves, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, lust, an evil eye, blaspheme, pride, and foolishness. Woo! It's amazing how all this has to do with the Edomites, the so-called white people, right? You know, they can run, but they can't hide. I want to go to 1 John chapter 2. Give me a minute. 1 John chapter 2, verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Wow. It's not of the Father, but it's not of the Father, but is of the world. Yeah, of this world. Okay, of this wicked world. Right? And Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Okay? So this is not our kingdom, this is our hell. This thing that hell's under the ground is one big fact. I mean, you die and go under the ground, but you ain't gonna find Satan under there with a pitchfork, okay? Because our spirit goes directly back to the heavens, okay? Ecclesiastic. Give me a minute. Ecclesiastic chapter 5, verse 10. He that loves silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loves abundance with increase. This is also vanity. Yeah, excessive pride, right? Because they're going to want more and more, and they're never satisfied. Look how right now they polluted the Edomites, okay? They polluted the air, the water, the food, the land, the clothes, the money, right? And now, you know, they want to pollute people's lives, people's well-being, okay? That's how desperate and self-destructive they are, right? Even the earth wants to spit them out. You see? Because they were made to be destructive. And this is what 2/3 of our people, so-called Negros, Latino Americans, speckled bird, do not understand. You know? They get caught up because they've been indoctrinated, right, through, since they were little, that love everybody, you know, that what they call that Christian mentality, right? From that 501c3 incorporated deceitful churches that are owned by the Edomites, right? Love everybody. That when God's Son comes back, He's gonna come for everybody. No. He's only coming back for 144,000 chosen elect, which is gonna be all men. They're going to receive the new body, the perfect body, and spiritual powers, Superman, right? And he's coming back also for 1/3, men, women, and children. That's it, right? Those who repented and those who are called. Okay, the 2/3, no, they're not going to be. They're not going to be going the first round. Okay, they're going to be getting the same wrath as the wicked. This is where we are. It doesn't matter if you have family, friends, sons and daughters, or babies. Okay? I mean, people do not want to read the Bible and pray in the name, the secret name, Yahweh Shah. Well, then, you know, if you don't repent with fear and trembling, you will not get understanding. He will not guide you to the people that have been called and doing the works. Where was I? Ecclesiastic chapter 5, verse 10 I read. I want to go to Hebrew chapter 13. Hebrew. Oops. Oh, here we go. Hebrew chapter 13, verse 15. No, verse 5. Salakia. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such thing as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee no for safety. Woo! You know, when I was doing cow ranching, sitting back watching the cows and the sheep, you know, it's like, oh, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing when you're watching them how animals work, man. The cows, the mommy ones, when they're feeding their babies, I'll be watching, you know, how happy the kid's, you know, getting his milk. And all of a sudden, what threw me off was I see the mom go up to a fence, and you know, towards the wilderness with a lot of trees, and breaking it. I mean, breaking it with full strength, getting cut in the process. And I'll say, what the hell is going on there? She's going mad, you know. And came to find out that what happened was when the baby sucks from his mom's nipple, um, she can tell through her nipples what minerals and vitamins the baby is lacking. Look how perfect Yahweh Bashin Yahushua is in creation. So she will actually go through a fence, wire, okay, with those spikes, get cut, breaking it, go into the wilderness where there's bobcats, right? Where there's coyotes, looking for the herb to eat to come back and feed her baby. Hmm? That is crazy when I saw that. And the sheep do the same thing. Okay? They will go actually into the, I mean, they go deep in. You got to go over there and bring them back, you know. And of course, you got to let them eat because they will not, there's no way you can force a cow to come back. Okay? Once it's at what, 700-800 pounds? I don't think so. So all you can do is, you know, is be a guard watching around and have your dogs, you know, and watch around that no bears and no cats or coyotes come, you see. But it's an amazing thing to see and watch, I'll tell you that. 13. Right, okay, we're going to go to Luke chapter, give me a minute. Yeah, Luke, that's where I want to go. So like I was looking at something. So, you know, you get to learn a lot watching animals. Luke chapter 12, verse 15. And he said unto them, take heed and be aware of covetousness. For a man's life consists not in the abundance of the things which he possesses. Woo! Wow, and this wicked world teaches you that the more things you can possess, the happier you're going to be, which is one big fat lie. Right? Because look what happens when you have too much. Right? And, I mean, they have come to a point to convince everyone that you need a car, right, to go to work. And the way the system is built, yeah, you know, unless you're going to depend on transportation, right? But the thing is that what they really want you to is to stay in their system, right? And now we are getting to a point where the second shutdown is closer than ever before. And we're going to have to go back to the old days, what we used to be. Okay? Pilgrims. Just moving around what you can carry, and that's it. Because nobody's going to be having a car. Once the second shutdown comes, rest assured that there's going to be no way you're going to be able to get gas. You see? And you're going to have to learn how to use your hands, you know, to make shelter when you're in the wilderness. Also realize that you so-called Negros Latinos and speckled birds, you know, there's so many underground cities, military ones, okay, that even when you go into the wilderness, they're going to be coming out with their technology, with their drones, push everybody back into the city. And they're going to be closing it down also as well. So it's going to get real crazy. Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and money. Yeah, because the money is fake. And really, when you really think about it, it's the wealth is really the knowledge of truth. And truth is not something you can buy or control. It's given by Yahweh Bashin Yahushai to who he decides to give it to. That's the beauty about it. So our people, the so-called Negroes, Latino American speckled birds who have a master's degree or who went to 5 or 10 years to Christian college and read the whole Bible, means nothing. If you're not called in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he did not give you truth and he did not guide you to his people to learn it from them. That's how simple it is. Proverbs chapter 11. Give me a minute. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 28. He that trusts in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. Yeah, because we're building up spiritual credit, not wicked credit. That's the difference. And what a coincidential that the Edomites want to bring what? A digital system, right? When you really think about it, they want to bring in a credit system. That if you don't follow their belief system, if you don't put your pants down, turn around and say cheese and take the charagma, right, the potato chip, that they're not gonna, accept you as one of their own, which we're not to begin with. No matter even those who think, I'm talking about our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, and Native Americans and speckled birds who think that, well, I'm going to do what they say so like that can feed my family. I got a newborn baby. I don't want the baby to die. It's crying and screaming. I can't take it no more. That's how ugly it's going to get, So the window of mercy, right, is getting smaller and smaller. And the most important thing that our people are not looking or not realizing that we do not control time. Time is controlled by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? In other words, there's a saying in business, how that goes, opportunity comes, so you got to be fast and quick to take it. Well, scripture says that hold fast to what is true. How you like that, right? Move swiftly to when you hear the truth. So, just want to say that. I want to go to Proverbs chapter 13, verse 11. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished. Wow. But he that gathers by labor shall increase. You see? Because, this wicked system, the way it is built, there's no good faith work anymore, right? I mean, to begin with, we're using just fake money, Federal Reserve note that's not backed up by silver and gold, right? I mean, all the problems that we have right now, right, with money can be solved very easily, going back to silver and gold. You see? But they don't want to do that because the Edomites will lose power, right? And then they got to be the ones paying what they have stolen around the world. And they don't want to do that, okay? Let me go to Proverbs chapter 14, verse 31. 31. Here we go, verse 31. He that oppresses the poor reproaches his maker. Woo! And boy, are they getting closer by the day, these Edomites. But he that honors him has mercy on the poor. Tell you, the truth is out around the world, And the Edomites only have one more move on the chessboard of Yahweh Shai. Once they do that second shutdown that we're waiting for, and once they bring in the Charagma, that's it. That's when the sky cracks open. They're going to hear a loud shout, and that is Yahweh Shai with a host of angels coming back to kick ass. Like my Archbishop Kanak says, he's coming back to move furniture. And boy, it's going to be swift and it's going to be quick. It's only going to take only 1 hour. All these years that the Edomites been training, building on technology and whatever massive weapons, advanced weapons, right? It's not going to delay or conquer the battle of war when Yahushua comes back. Because it's going to take Yahushua only 1 hour, right, to remove them from power. That's amazing. I'm going to leave it with Proverbs chapter 15, verse 27. He that is greedy of gain trouble his own house, but he that hates gifts shall live. And right now they're going to put the most biggest gift, right, that the whole world has never seen. And that's going to be the Charagma. They're going to tell everybody, well, they're going to call it, what, the universal income, universal health care, right? If you take this, you'll be living the life you always dreamed of. You can do whatever you want. You can go, wherever you want to go. And if you want to live a van life, you can do that too. You see? But those who are called, those that our eyes are open, right, will repent with fear and trembling and know that the biggest wealth, the biggest blessing is to call in the name of Yahweh Shai to remove this wicked kingdom from the face of the earth and to put the Edomites, in slavery for 1,000 years for their wickedness, for their treason, right, and their deceitfulness. Because after the 1,000 years is up, that's it. Yahweh Shai is going to exterminate them. You see? They have served their purpose of showing their wickedness. Well, I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say Shalom.